Welcome to Greek Goddess Live.
I am the Greek goddess of flowers, as you can see.
And I am the Greek goddess of metals.
Today, we're going to talk about Greek drama and tragedy.
And we'll have a special on a little cooking segment.
So stay tuned for that. Ancient Greek theater was a mixture of myth, legend, philosophy, social commentary, poetry, dance, public participation, and visual splendor. It began as a religious ceremony.
The ancient Greeks took their entertainment very seriously and used drama as a way of investigating the world they lived in. The three genres were comedy, satire, and plays. Most important of all, tragedy. In the beginning, the Greek theaters were always held outside so that everybody could listen to the preaching of their gods, aka the actors in the Greek theater is still considered important today because the Greeks were the first people to even have a stage. They were also the first people to include the idea of using masks because the stages and auditoriums were so big that the people in the back couldn't see their faces, so the masks were just an exaggeration.
There are three tragedy writers that are still remembered today. The second of these is Sophocles.
Sophocles grew up in a town called Colonus, right outside of Athens. His father, who many believed to be a wealthy nobleman, sent him into Athens for proper education.
In ancient Greece, they had things called dramatic competitions. Sophocles defeated number one of the three great tragedy writers.
Euripides is another important playwright from ancient Greece. He wrote about women and mythological themes such as Helen of Troy. He enhanced the importance of tragedy.
Euripides is also important for his influence on comedy.
Euripides was born after Sophocles, but he also competed in a dramatic competition. He came in third place, which was really good for his time. After this third place win, Euripides came back and won first place out of about 92 plays. After that, he won about 4 more first places.
Euripides also created love drama, which is very popular today. And this has been Greek Goddesses Live.
Stay tuned for our special cooking segment. See you next time. Oppa!
Oppa!
Hello!
Hello!
Today we're gonna make Greek salad.
The first thing you're gonna need is an onion.
The next thing you're gonna need is lettuce. Depending on how much you need is how much lettuce you'll use.
Ours is only for 2 people, so we're not gonna need very much. Next thing you need is 1 small tomato.
The next thing you'll need is a few olives, depending on how many you like.
Next you're gonna need ground oregano.
And next you'll need sesame seeds, optional.
Then come in with the all-natural olive oil.
And next, some sliced cucumbers.
Now you want some feta cheese.
And last, some vinegar. Red wine vinegar, preferably, or whatever you have.
The things you're going to need to use to make your salad, toss it, 2 tongs.
And 1 salad tossing bowl. First step, break the lettuce after it's cleaned and put it in the bowl.
Next, you're going to add your onion. Make sure you pull a couple of the layers of skin off first, because you don't want to eat those. Next, you're going to go in with your knife, and you're just going to cut that sucker right down the middle. Yay! Next, you're going to slice the onion as thin as you want. Just get in there and slice it as much as you want, as little as you want. It is all up to you. And then you just take it apart and drop it in your salad. Make sure you wash your hands first. Drop it all in your salad. Another tip, you might cry because of the fumes. But don't you worry, That'll only last for a little bit. And just try not to open your eyes.
Next, you'll slice your tomato. Depending on how you like it, that's how you can slice it. Just start with right down the middle, just to get a good feel for it, because you can always add more, but you can never add less. Now you can I like mine sliced pretty thinly. Don't you, Arlie?
I do indeed.
And I'm just going to kind of dice these up a little bit, and just throw them in. I'm only going to do a half for now, because it's a pretty small serving, but...
The next step is to add your sliced cucumbers. Ours are already pre-sliced because we sliced them earlier. We didn't buy them that way. So you're going to take them, whichever one you want, and you're going to put it in. I only want a couple. Allie may want more, but she can add those later.
That's plenty.
Alright, guess that's it.
Next, I'm going to start to mix in the dressings. For the dressing, you're going to mix a few things together, but I'd rather just put it straight in the salad. And here you're supposed to do a few teaspoons, but I just like to guesstimate, so
I'm just going to wing it.
Just going to wing it. There we go. That's good for that. That was the olive oil, a few teaspoons, tablespoons, however much you like. The vinegar, this would be next. This one's a little bit less. I like to just do a capful, because that's a pretty good measurement. Just pour that in there. And then to add to this, sometimes you can do this all beforehand and then put it in. I just like to do it all at once. This is my chopped ground oregano. Just gonna sprinkle that on there. And toss it up a little bit. And there's a few more ingredients left.
Next, we're gonna add our olives. You can use green olives or black olives, or anything you want. We chose green olives. So you're just gonna pop those in there. I'm gonna do a few, like 4, I think. Lastly, you're gonna add your feta cheese, because the feta gets soggy if you don't add it last, if you let it sit in there for a while. You're just gonna add as much as you want. I like cheese, so I'm gonna add a lot. If you want it to be more low fat, just don't add your cheese. Scratch that. You always want cheese, but just don't add as much. And so that's all your ingredients. They're in there, nice and good.
Now all that's left, just make sure you got it all very well mixed in. And again, this is just enough for the 2 of us. So don't expect yours to always turn out this dingy, but it's very good.
The olives go last. If you get to the little nubs at the end, just throw those away, because no one wants to eat those. Oh my god. First,
We'll just
then
have layers.
Shut up!
Arlie, if you drop that, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, hello!
Okay. You're gonna put in your onion. Depending on how you
Not
like
an onion. I'm like this. Can I start from over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Social commentary. Poetry.
Okay.
Public participation.
What did I do?
What? Participation.
Aristotle, a scholar.
Talk about broad shoulders, yo. Brad, just lay a hand on my shoulder. You can grab my shoulder.
Oh, bingo.
Leaves. Damn. My toga is falling. Don't you wish your toga was hot like mine? Don't you wish your toga was a freak like mine?
Over and out.